Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Violet GoLocke. Last episode, we battled our buddy Riven in a pretty tough Pokemon battle after finding out that his dad, Professor Turo, who we've been talking to, is in Area Zero and kind of needs our help. Arvin kind of said, though, that we're going to need backup to go down there. It seems like it's going to be a pretty tough place to go with just the two of us. He said we need someone who's good with tech and then someone who's just good at battling, I believe. And so we're kind of on the search for those I don't know, methods of backup, those backup people. I guess just that backup. Um, in the meantime, though, we do have a little something else we're gonna want to do. Let's head to Uva Academy. We beat Team Star a while ago, but there's been hold on, are we fully healed right now? Yes, we are. But once we beat Team, wow, our team's looking pretty nice right now. To be completely honest, once we beat Team Star, we were told to head to Uva Academy at night to meet Cassiopeia, the leader of the group. So we're gonna fly to Uva Academy and then have to, I guess, wait till night a little. But we are trying to take down the leader of Team Star, which is definitely a formidable foe. Hopefully, we're gonna do okay. Obviously, our team has taken quite a beating in the last few episodes. We lost our Annihilate a little while back, which is obviously not great. But looks like there's Clive up here. Let's see what this is going on about. What's up, Max? Clive? Yep, that's my name. Actually, no. It's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. Let me reveal my true identity. Aha. Incredibly unexpected. I do apologize for deceiving you with my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of Uva Academy, Mr. Clavel. I mean, I could already tell. What? My disguise was perfect. Although now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep up my youthful act on a few occasions. That was what gave me away. Regardless, there's still one more astonishing truth I must reveal to you. The true identity of Cassiopeia, the big boss of Team Star, was me all along. There's no way that's... He was on the phone with us while we were talking to you. Honest to goodness. When you heard Cassiopeia over the phone, that was actually a pre-recorded voice. I pulled it off using her, one of those high-tech gizmos. But yes, it was very clever. So, Master Max, now you know I'm the big boss. That means there's just one thing left to do. Face me in one final showdown to decide it all. Here we go. I do get the feeling he's not actually the leader of Team Star, but he challenged us to a fight instead of his Pokemon, so our turn to do the same. Here's our big, nasty Dragonite. I am Cassiopeia of Team Star. With this battle, I will finally bring Operation Starfall to an end. I think we press Outrage, honestly. Because if we knock it out, we just get the opportunity to switch, so it doesn't really matter that we'd be locked in Outrage. We could also just one-shot it like that. That's very nice. Okay, Ranguru down. That's one Pokemon. What a Rockruff in the background with that kid dancing. Okay, who's next? Abomasnow? Ooh, yeah, we're switching out. Don't want to have to deal with an Ice type. Ooh, we don't have any great options for an Abomasnow. I want to say... If our Typhlosion was higher level, it'd be great. But again, it's not. So I think we're going to go into our Farigiraf here. Just now noticing its abilities cut you. We might want to give it a berry instead of the glasses it has. But yeah, we don't have anything great for this. Farigiraf is like neutral against it, so I think we're going to go with that. Interesting to know we don't have any great ice type counters. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, here's that Abomasnow. It's going to have snow warning. It's going to start snowing. Not a big deal. I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to press just Psychic. I think we can probably live... Oh, Aurora Veil. That's... I was hoping it was going to do that. Aurora Veil halves the damage of both physical and special moves for the next few turns. Obviously, that's kind of a big issue for us. What's this going to do? Ooh, like nothing. Okay. Well, let's hit it with another. Woodhammer, how much is that going to do? That's going to do quite a bit, isn't it? Okay, not quite half, so we can live another. And it was damage by recoil. Good to know. That's not... We're not in a great position. I'm going to be completely honest right now. One more Psychic does knock it out, I think. Let's try. Let's use Woodhammer. I don't think this knocks us out. Okay, no, we're fine. Although our Farigiraf is gravely injured, so that's not great. Okay, there goes Abomasnow. We're doing okay right now. Okay, who's next? Oh, Typhlosion leveled up. Learning Lava Plume. Lava Plume is a pretty good fire move, no? Maybe, yeah, wow. Smoke Screen I feel like could be useful. Let's get rid of Ember. We have no reason to keep Ember around. Perfect. Gyarados is next. Okay, with that, I think we could switch into a Moongus. I think that's a pretty good option. Or maybe... No, because I have, like... Ooh, yeah, I think a Moongus is probably our best bet. We can Spore it and try to stall out the Aurora Veil. I think that's a pretty good option. Yeah. Because that Aurora Veil is going to be a big issue later on if we're having trouble. It already kind of is. It was bad against that Abomasnow, but... It's going to, yeah, Intimidate us. That's why I didn't want to send in Dragonite, because if Intimidate, we might not have been able to knock out with an Outrage. You can use Stone Edge. That also would have been super effective against our Dragonite, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay, Spore hits, so of course it does. What am I talking about? So we're going to put that Gyarados to sleep. This is a cool angle. I like this. Okay, Gyarados fell asleep, and then we're going to start Giga Draining to try to maybe get some health back. We're also going to be healing a little bit with those leftovers we got on us. Perfect. And then we can just Giga Drain. And by the time it wakes up, we should be at a pretty good health level, so we should be fine to take another. That did nothing. Snow stopped. Is Aurora Veil probably still up there now? Oh, that's true. We're going to be doing more once the Aurora Veil goes down. Okay, I didn't think about that. I was thinking about switching, but yeah, we're going to be doing a pretty decent amount of damage now, so I'm not super worried. Of course, Gyarados is going to stay asleep. Love that. Giga Drain. Perfect. And then I think I'm actually going to Spore this turn, because the chances of Gyarados waking up are pretty high right now. Yeah, and then does our Dragonite know Dragon Dance? Because that might be a good opportunity to set up. No. Does anyone have any setup moves? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm going to Spore this turn. Yep, and he woke up. Perfect. Hopefully he doesn't knock us out here. That would be really bad. Even if this crits, I don't think it does. Yeah, no. Okay, and we'll put it right back to sleep. Love that. And then we'll just Giga Drain it till it's done, and that should be just fine. We've got at least 2 turns to do that, and we're going to be healing a little bit with leftovers every time. That's a little bit of a lame strategy to fight this Gyarados with, but better safe than sorry, you know. So let's press that Giga Drain button. Gonna stay asleep. Thank God if it woke up turn 1, that'd be pretty bad. There we go. I don't think one more knocks out. It's gonna be really close though. Healing a little bit. Of course, getting that leftovers too, which is very nice. Just don't wake up, please. Oh, and wow, turn 2 wake up. That's not great. Stone Edge. Oh, and man, it's on like 1 HP. I think it'll be a good idea to actually Spore it right here, as opposed to just knock it out, because then we get an extra turn or 2 of leftovers. So I think I'm gonna do that. Earthquake? Uh-oh. That's a different move. Okay, we lived. That was bad. Okay, well, as long as it doesn't get a turn 1 wake up, which is really low chance, we should be fine. If it does, though, we're in a horrible spot, truth be told. We are in a really bad spot if it does. Okay, let's Giga Drain. Okay, and it didn't. Perfect. So we're going to get a little bit of extra healing from this Giga Drain. And I don't know if leftovers will actually activate at the end of the turn. I know it's sometimes weird with, like, switching out and everything. If it does, that'd be great, because some more health on our Moongus would be nice. I think that's half the Pokemon, though, isn't it? I think that's his 3rd one down. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so we do get leftovers healing. Very nice. Not a whole lot, but, you know, maybe enough, so that's what matters. Next is Poltegeist. Ghost Pokemon. Ooh, I think we go into Dragonite here and just press Outrage. I don't think Poltegeist is super, like, bulky. I think an Outrage should be able to take it out pretty easily. So let's go into that. Luckily, Aurora Veil's not up. I forgot that we kind of stalled that out, which is definitely a good thing. I don't think this thing will have anything that can really take us out, so yeah, I'm just going to press Outrage, and I think we should be fine. We do outspeed. Love that. Please take it out. And we do. Perfect. Our Dragonite hits like a truck. I keep forgetting about that. Very nice. Get some experience. Next, he's got his own Amoonguss. Ooh. I think we stay in and just try to outrage this thing to death. I would have liked to use our what's it called? Our for Ridge against this. Okay, we're just gonna one-shot it. Wow, oh, and we get paralyzed. Of course we do. That's incredibly frustrating. That's alright though. Mugus is down, and that was, I think, his 5th. So we were up to just down to 1 Pokemon. Yep, Skeledirge. Okay, Skeledirge is a fire ghost Pokemon, the final evolved form of the little dude Fuecoco that we haven't seen in quite a while. Looks like Director Clavel's been training it up a bit, which is kind of cool. We're going to go into our water type Pokemon here, Heather. I'm not super worried about this. I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, to think that Cassiopeia would be back into a corner like this. Here we go. Skeledirge can be pretty powerful, so if you don't have any good counters for it, maybe look into getting a nice water type. Of course, we do have a good water type. We're going to Terrasilize Aqua Tail just for that little bit of bonus. Very well. It seems I shall have to Terrasilize my Pokemon. Looks like he's got a similar mindset in tearing his Skeledirge. Again, we should be fine with our Azumarill here. I'm not super worried. Skeledirge can be pretty powerful. It has a very good signature move known as Torch Song that raises its special attack every turn, as well as doing a little bit of damage. It's a very good move, especially in raids, actually. But again, it's a fire move, and this is a fire Pokemon, and we're a water Pokemon, and we're also now water Terrasilize and have an incredible attack stat. So, not super worried. Our Aqua Tail will probably, honestly, knock this out. Skeledirge can be pretty bulky, but even considering that, I think we'll be fine. Continue Shadow Ball. Ooh, how much is that going to do? It does outspeed, which is a little bad. Okay, not even half. As long as we don't get a special defense drop, we're fine, and we don't. Even if this doesn't knock it out, it'll be right there, and I think another one will, so. And it does knock it out. Perfect. Okay, there's a Cassiopeia, apparently. That was a moderately tough battle. We did pretty good, though. I'm pretty proud of that. There we go. Get a little bit of healing from that Shell Bell, too. Perfect. I think we won. Yeah, we definitely won. There we go. Good job, Azumarill. How strong you have grown. Thank you. Got a nice chunk of prize money there, too. That battle wasn't necessarily super tough, but it was definitely a little stressful. Well now, Master Max. Seems you have grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. And here, once again, I must apologize. I am not actually Cassiopeia. Though Clive and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you. Cassiopeia's true identity remains hidden. But I believe I can hazard a guess as to who they may be. That is why I sought to spare you from having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows should not be yours to bear. However, Cassiopeia has settled on a course of action and is determined to see it through. I do not imagine any ordinary student could hope to stand against them and win, so I challenge you to a battle to test your skill. If you had lost, it would have fallen to me to bring down Cassiopeia. Such was my resolve. It turns out you are as strong as you are kind. If anyone has a chance at saving that poor child, it is surely you. As an educator, it shames me to burden one of my students with such a task. But please, defeat Cassiopeia. Take on the big boss of Team Star and win. Sounds good. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I leave this in your hands. You there, what do you think you're doing? Ah, Miss Time, a pleasure to see you. It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Clavel. I come here to investigate reports of an illicit battle on school grounds, and what do I find? Why, the director of the academy himself, facing off against one of our students, no less. What were you thinking? Ah, no, if I could just explain. You see, it is a rather sad tale. Oh, spare me. Your excuses reek worse than a Stunky's behind. Stunky's behind? Remember, the big boss asked us to meet them in the schoolyard after dark. I'm counting on you, Master Max. You'll write a letter of apology to the students and faculty at once, and I'll be reporting this to the chairwoman of the school board, make no mistake. Good gracious, no. Anything but that, I implore you. Are we healed? Yeah, okay, we are. Definitely an interesting battle. That was, again, a fun one. I think I'm actually... Hold on, so what berries do we have to give to Frigiraffe? Because I was thinking about that the whole fight, honestly. Maybe we just do citrus. Do we have citrus berries? I would think we would. Did I pass them? We don't have citrus berries? Where do we get citrus berries, then? I'd like the smart, maybe? I don't think we can. I don't know if we would be able to get them there. We'll go check real quick, though. Fly across Mesa Goza. Very fun. I know there's one over here. Yep. We don't have any good berries. That's so weird. Okay, we might be just stuck with the glasses, then. Maybe, is it general goods, maybe? I'm not seeing it. What about battle items? I'm not seeing it here either. Although, while we're here, we might as well look into something maybe for our Typhlosion. I was thinking maybe the Charcoal. So fire type moves go up. Yeah, we'll do that. And then once we get a Tyranitar, maybe we do like Choice Band. Can we buy one of those here? No, we can't. It's just the Choice Scarf. Then we already have a Muscle Band on us, so we'll probably just do that on our Tyranitar when it finally comes about. But that's fine. We just gotta kind of wait for now. We are fully healed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think we should just go into the schoolyard then. We gotta fight that Cassiopeia person, so let's fly on up there. Don't have to walk all the way. Perfect. Fly to that spot. See what's going on. Head over this direction. Here we are at Uva Academy and Mesa Goza. And how's our team looking? We're doing just fine. I think leading Dragonite is definitely a good call. It's just generically a powerful Pokemon, so let's head on into the school and we'll head over to the schoolyard real quick. We're supposed to be in Cassiopeia. It is supposed to be at night though, and it is day, so hopefully that's not too much of an issue. Let's head on over here. I believe we can access it from here. Yep. Schoolyard, where's that? Perfect. Head on up. Here we are. Oh, and now it's night. Okay, I guess we did a little bit of waiting. Max. Thanks for coming. Huh, this is supposed to be quite a shock for you. The big boss, Cassiopeia, they were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Starlockies outside school that time, the idea of Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get a hold of as much. No, it's just get hold. That's weird. Get hold of as much LP as I want, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After that operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf, all for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you in without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? I'm ready. Thanks. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology, Miss Time had me, preparations took longer than expected. That voice. Are you Clive? Penny. So is you after... no, is that you, Cassiopeia? In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you'll accept it. I want you to record what happens next so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay, will do. Then allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No, Penny. Now bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder. And here we go. Another battle against actually Cassiopeia this time. Challenged by Penny of Team Star. Let's get this started. She's going to lead with an Umbreon. Umbreon being a pure Dark-type Pokemon. Now, a pretty bulky one. Can't hit super hard, though, which is kind of nice. It does have the potential to have Foul Play, though, thinking about it. I won't hold back in this battle. I'll stay true to Team Star's code. We're just going to... I think Outrage is probably going to do more damage, because Low Kick is based on the opponent's, weight, and I feel like Umbreon's not that heavy. Okay, not able to knock it out. That's fine. We'll just use it again next turn. How much is this Dark Pulse going to do? Nothing. Love that. Okay, perfect. So our Dragonite's still basically tip-top shape for the rest of this battle, which is definitely nice. There goes Umbreon. Very nice. Okay, let's see who's next. Maybe it's someone our Dragonite can take. Oh, okay. So no, we're definitely switching out. I don't want to have to deal with that confusion. That could be pretty bad. Vaporeon is next, so we're definitely actually going to switch out for this. We're going to go into our Amoonguss here and start pressing that Giga Drain button. Might also be a good call to press Spore right at the start, just to put the sick to sleep so we can do as much damage, taking as little damage as possible. Here it comes. Yep, there's that Vaporeon, and we will press Spore. Let's use Baby Doll Eyes. I think that lowers our attack. We're fine. We're a special attacking Pokemon. We've got Giga Drain, our #1 move that is a special attack, so that does nothing to us. Put that Vaporeon to sleep, but now we've got a few turns to do whatever we want. So we'll press Giga Drain. I think we'll probably, seeing how much this does, we might be able to knock this thing out before it wakes up, which is kind of nice. Ooh, it's going to be real close. One more. I don't think one more will do it, but it's going to be real close. I think it's just going to be just short, unfortunately. Yep, okay. We'll press it one last time. That should be enough. It's probably going to wake up here. Oh, no, it doesn't. Perfect. 3 turns of sleep. That's very nice. And that should be Vaporeon done. Perfect. Love that. Okay, Vaporeon goes down. Who is next? Got some levels. Very nice. Who's learning Thrash? Is it our Pupitar? Yeah. Honestly, his moveset's perfect right now. I'm so fine without Thrash. Next is Flareon. Flareon, a fire Pokemon. We will switch out into our Azumarill for this. In case you haven't noticed, Penny's team follows a bit of a theme here. It's the evolution Pokemon, which is kind of cool. Here we are. We're just going to press Aqua Tail, and this thing will probably go down pretty quick. There it is. And again, that Aqua Tail button is looking very, very welcoming. Going to press Fire Spin. That's not bad at all. It's going to do a little bit of damage to us every turn, and we can switch out, but I think if we knock out a Pokemon, it'll still let us, so it's not a big deal. We're also able to take out Flareon on one hit, which is very nice. Obviously, our Azumarill is very high level, which is definitely enjoyed. Should heal a little bit with Shell Bell. Oh, we're fully healed with Shell Bell. Love that. What is next? Next is Jolteon. So a bit of a weird choice here. I'm actually going to go back into Dragonite for this. I'm not going to go into Amoonguss, despite Amoonguss probably being better. I'm trying to save Amoonguss for a little later in this fight. It is a very safe Pokemon to use, so I might as well do that. Dragonite, it doesn't resist Electric-type moves, but it's not super effective, and Outrage is so strong that I would honestly be shocked if we don't take out Jolteon in one hit. No pun intended, of course. It's going to use Baby Doll Eyes. It's going to lower our attack one stage, which is not great, but that should be fine. I don't know if we'll knock it out in one hit now. Let's see. Okay. No, just short. Okay, what's it going to use? To use Baby Doll Eyes again, so it's not trying to do anything, then we definitely take this thing out. It's not a big deal at all. This fight's really easy so far. There goes Jolteon. Perfect. Let's see what evolution is next. A little bit of experience. Next is Leafeon. Ooh, a grass Pokemon. I think I'm actually going to go into our Farigiraf Rat here, just because I don't really want to waste a Amoonguss. I'm still saving it for something, or her last Pokemon in case it's not obvious. And here is that Leafeon. So I think I'm just gonna, probably Psychic. How much is this gonna do? It's gonna Baby Doll Eyes us. She's really only used Baby Doll Eyes so far, other than that Umbreon's Dark Pulse. Baby Doll Eyes, of course, not mattering to our for a draft. That is a pure physical or special attacker and doing a lot of damage. Wow. X Scissor, that's not great. Okay, we do live, which is good, and then one more Psychic. We'll take this Leafeon out. Perfect. Love to see that. Now I believe we're on to our last Pokemon. Yep, Sylveon. Okay, this is what I was saving Amoonguss for, in case it wasn't very clear. Sylveon, obviously being a Fairy-type Pokemon, our Poison-type Amoonguss will do very good against us. That Venoshock is going to be a very good button to press. I am actually, instead of Toxing, though, I am going to Spore it, just to be safe. You can't fault you on your battle skills here at all. No wonder the bosses fell at your hands. Even though if we press Toxic, Venoshock will do more, I think Spore is the safer option, because then we won't be taking damage, and Sylveon can do a ridiculous amount of damage if left unchecked, so time to Terrasilize. Shine bright like the starry sky and become who you really want to be. I assume just Fairy-type? I don't really know what else it would be. Guess we're about to see anyway. Yep, Fairy-type Sylveon. Obviously this thing can hit incredibly hard. Sylveon is a pretty powerful Pokemon, but once it's asleep, it won't be able to do anything, so it doesn't matter. Baby Doll Eyes. Wow, Penny really likes that move. Put this thing right to sleep. We should be just fine to start pressing Venoshock. I think we probably got at least 2 turns to do that, so that's not a big deal at all. Okay, it's still fast asleep. And Venoshock. Not quite enough to knock it out. Obviously, we're pretty short. Amoonguss is not a very strong Pokemon, but that's totally fine. We'll just keep pressing Venoshock, and eventually we'll take it out. Perfect. I think one more will still be just short, but again, this Sylveon hasn't really done anything to... Ooh, this is not great. My VV Power will crush you into Stardust. To use Moonblast, this might do a little bit of damage, honestly. I'm not super excited about this. Okay, nothing. Okay, our Amoonguss is incredibly bulky, so it doesn't matter at all. There we go. And one more should be just enough to take out the Sylveon. Perfect. Heal a little bit with that leftovers, and one last Venoshock. This Moonblast, again, is not going to do a whole lot. Even if it crits, I think we're just fine. Yep, we're doing okay. One last finish shock. Perfect. And there goes Sylveon. Love to see that. Okay, and that's Penny, I believe. Yep, Penny of Team Star defeated. It's all over now. That's true, it definitely is. And Clive got the whole thing on footage too, which is kind of fun. It's finally over, guys. It's done. We're done here. I think we should call it quits. Hold up, are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking. We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in the courtyard and make a show of learning them some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed, merely did we declare our intentions to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist in their tyrannous oppression. It was a bloodless victory, we assure you. Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokemon. They just blubbered and apologized a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good. But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down, and then they all end up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free. I guess you're right. This little stunt might have put us up the creek. I'll fix this mess on my end. Just leave it to me. What are you saying? I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this, so I'll take responsibility for everything. Oh, noble and kind big boss, you cannot. Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Oh yeah, and what about you? I can't go back. Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut in your room anymore. All I can say to you guys is thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were all so kind to me. Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never speak again? I need to go take care of some things. Prithee, speak to us. What is thine intent? Hey, big boss, answer us. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything, Max. And you too, Clive. I'm glad I could see this through to the end. I guess this is it for Team Star and me too. Hold that thought, Miss Penny. I'd like to check something with you first. Check what? Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this? I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them to? Our code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I can never order them. So it's back to the code once again. The bosses must have taken it very seriously. They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband. Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them, even leave the team? Yeah, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them. Thus the idea for Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star... No, what do your friends in the team mean to you? They're my greatest treasure. Splendid. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny. What? Now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you. Hey, quit it with the old geezer act, Clive. You're creeping me out. Indeed. Well then, before we talk further, allow me to reveal to you my own secret identity. Aha. Director Clavel? Just as Cassiopeia was your disguise, the boy you knew as Clive was mine. But why? I needed a way to talk to Team Star on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to their teachers, after all, much more so when faced with the director of the academy. Yeah, but where do I even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus, I have some big feelings about that wig. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Everyone, why don't you come on out? Huh? Yo, big boss, long time no see. Momo. That's a funny name for him. More like long time no meet, right? I mean, we only found out your real name just now. Melly. Verily is thy long-hidden countenance a sight for sore eyes, my lady. Atticus. So, I heard your real name's Penny? How have you been this whole time? He is really short. 40. We found you at last. You've no idea how worried we've been. Hey, Harry. At least we're getting to witness the first time they meet Penny. That's kind of fun. Okay, gang. On the count of 3. 1, 2. Hasta la vista, Cassiopeia, and hello, Penny. Now then, Miss Penny, and each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I would like to say to Team Star. You all have my sincerest apologies. Go again? As director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of your situation was a dismal failure. But I still don't... why? You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star and about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first days as director, all I've ever experienced with the Academy is an environment blessed free from bullying. But I know this place was built on the backs of your heart and anger, and of course your immense courage in putting things to right. And so I'll get straight to the conclusion. The Academy's order for Team Star to disband and my threat to expel those who did not obey are hereby revoked. Does that mean what I think it means? Indeed. Team Star can continue to exist should that be your wish. Oh, Penny, isn't this great? Now we can all stay together. Oh, mine heart is giddy with glee. But I betrayed all of you. You mean Operation Starfall? Director Lavelle told us all about it. As far as we heard, you only went through it to save us from getting expelled. You were just worried about us, right? Not like we'd ever chuck the team just because someone told us to. After all, in our style. I cannot even begin to imagine how you must have feared for us, Lady Penny. Sorry for making you worry, BB, but we're all okay now. But even so... Hold on, everyone. I have more to say. As previously stated, the requirement for Team Star to disband has been revoked. However, there are still more unsettled matters to discuss. Allow me to provide a few examples. Your protracted truancy, your brazen customization of school uniforms, your unauthorized usage of Academy equipment, your reckless modification and jeopardous driving of Pokemon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules cannot simply be overlooked. Thus, as punishment, you'll all be required to engage in community service. Community service? Yes, specifically, I'll be asking you to manage the STCs. And that stands for Star Training Centers. They shall be facilities for cultivating Pokemon trainers' talents. I plan for the Academy to found them in collaboration with the Pokemon League. The idea came to me when I saw Master Max battling his way through your bases. The base's construction, as well as the battle tactics employed by the students in Team Star, are remarkably unique and creative. I would ask that you continue your team's activities, but henceforth as STC staff members, using your former bases as training facilities. And that is the sum of it. Does anyone have any concerns? No, it sounds like fun, so I don't see how there'd be anything but a win-win. This may be a weird thing to say. Since the STCs are supposed to be a punishment and all, but you should totally join in too, Penny. It is true, we would most happily have you at our sides, my lady. We can go to school together too. That way, if anything happens, we'll be there to protect you. We're already talking about how great it'd be to have both Team Star and school in our lives. This would be a sweet deal for us. So what do you say? You guys. Max, what do you think? Go for it. It sounds like a great idea. But no need to give your response right this moment, Miss Penny. Do take some time to decide. For now, at least I think our little group should go their separate ways. Not to say you should break up Team Star after all. It's an immense time to leave. Master Max, please stop by my office later if you would. Sounds good. Definitely a nice little ending there for the Team Star line. With that being said, though, before we head to the director's office, this episode is running a little long, so I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, where we're starting to finish up the Team Star storyline. We're right at the end, it feels like, so tune in the next episode if you want to see us finish that off, and maybe look into some further objectives. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.